This is the Sony PlayStation 3. It was released here in the UK in 2007, which is when I purchased my PS3 console. The model we see in front of us is the top-end model from that period, and includes full backwards compatibility for PlayStation 1 and, crucially, PlayStation 2 games. While I did indeed buy this model of PlayStation back in 2007, the console in front of us is not that unit. By mid-2008, my PlayStation 3 had stopped reading Blu-ray discs, and that includes the PlayStation 3 games. With the console just outside its warranty period, I was prepared to pay several £100s to get the device operating again. But when I called up Sony, I was told that the repair would actually be free of charge. A couple of days later, a courier turned up at my front door with a bright pink security crate. He snipped the zip ties that were holding the crate closed, handed me my refurbished replacement console, popped my one inside and resecured the box. All exchanged free of charge. The console we see in front of us is that very unit, and I've been using it on and off over the intervening period. With the release of the Fallout TV series on Amazon just last year, I thought it was about time I relived Fallout 3, and so I fired up the PS3 and started on my way. There I was, happily chatting to a ghoul in the local tavern when the console froze solid. And when I rebooted it, this is what happened. As you can see, the console is no longer working, and with nothing to lose, I'm going to take it apart and see if we can get it functioning again. Okay, now for the moment of truth. So I'm going to call that a success. I'm certainly not advising you to do what I've just done. There's a lot of controversy about how, why, or whether at all what I've just done actually works. I've just gone ahead and used a regular electric paint stripping heat gun to try and reflow some high technology, so I certainly wouldn't advise that you try and follow along. However, in my case, my console was no longer working and I felt I had nothing to lose. Otherwise, it would have gone to e-waste recycling. But I'm going to go ahead and activate my controller here. And I now have this paired. And I can control everything. So it looks to me like this is working correctly. I'm going to go ahead and make sure my console is correctly set up. And then maybe I will go ahead and see if I can play a little Fallout 3, which incidentally was still stuck in the drive. So it does look like I've wired up the drive correctly, so that's a relief. But I hope you found this video about my repair attempt on my PlayStation 3 interesting, and I hope to catch you again soon in the next video.